Now we will discuss some of the lesser utilized cereal crops or cereal grains. For example, they are sorghum, buckwheat, millet, and triticale. So these are 4 different crops. They are cereal crops. They are not very much popular, or they are not very heavily cultivated like other cereal crops that we discussed. We'll discuss them one by one. So sorghum is basically, it has got 4 general classes. It can be sweet sorghum, it can be broom corn, it can be gross sorghum, it can be grain sorghum. So basically, depending upon the kind of end product that we are interested in, whether we are interested in making a grain product or a grass product or a broom product, or whether we are interested in making certain fibers out of it. So depending upon that, different kinds of sorghums are used industrially, and they are grown and then later utilized for these applications. Some of the varieties, they do produce starch as well, glutinous starch. This has got important historical applications, because in World War II, when the people who were using tapioca starch, when they fell short of that starch, basically sorghum was used as an alternate crop. So it can be used as an alternate crop for when it has got good starch component. But one of the deterrent to produce starch-based product, as we know that starch is a very widely used food component, and it has got a lot of applications. So starch is very important. But if you want to make starch from sorghum, the only problem is that it produces pigments. So those pigments would give a particular color to the final starch product. So that actually stops us from making a lot of industrial starch out of sorghum. Another important crop is buckwheat, although it's not a true cereal crop, because it is very much similar to wheat. It looks like wheat, but technically speaking, it has got a different family. It comes from Polygonaceae. Whereas all of the cereal crops that we are discussing, they all come from Gramineae. So botanically speaking, it is a different family, but it is similar to wheat and has got some of the application in our diet and food as well. Like wheat, it is dried to 12% moisture. It is cleaned and graded depending upon the size, and then it is milled. The way we would mill the wheat crop, this is milled in a similar fashion. We don't have so many varieties of buckwheat. This is a very ancient crop. Basically, it was used as a food historically very long time ago. So one of the varieties is called Sirval hull. It is used for producing flour because it has got higher amount of endosperm. So because it is more economical to have more flour coming from this specific variety, so it can be used for milling. And most of the flour that is produced from this crop is used to make pancakes. It is very famous in some countries like Japan, where it is used to make noodles and other products, because it's a very healthy crop. It has got good qualities like it reduces cholesterol, it's good for diabetes, and it does not have any gluten, so people sensitive to gluten can use this product as an alternative flour. And it tastes quite similar. It is quite similar to wheat as well. So the next crop is millet. It is used as food in Asia and some of the Europe, although it's not heavily used. And in case of Europe and USA, normally it is used as hay. That would mean it later used as fodder and other uses. Some of the varieties are again used in industry, where we produce grain from millets specifically for birds, poultry birds or other other birds. They can utilize the grains from millet. Triticale is another important scientific development. This is a hybrid that was developed by scientists. It's a hybrid of wheat and rye. So they are basically 2 cereal crops. They are then mixed together to make one crop, that is triticale. It has got high total protein content like wheat, and it does have high lysine content of rye as well. So ideally speaking, this is a product that has got higher protein content. It is not deficient in lysine, as we have been saying that most of the other cereals are deficient in lysine amino acid. Another good thing is that it is more adaptable to unfavorable conditions. So as I discussed that other cereals, most of them, they can be used in areas or in climates or in soils which are not very suitable for wheat, because wheat is an economically more important crop. So if we have a climate or soil which is not suitable for wheat, that can be utilized for making these other cereal crops. And these cereal crops have some of the industrial applications or food or feed applications. So this was all about some of the other cereal grains that are available in the market, and they do have some of the importance in human feed, food, or in the industry. Thank you.